Hey guys, what's going on? EndgameWarrior here, and today we're on the Crusader. And before I continue on with this, I'd like to give a shout out to Baker from Really Stone Gaming. He went out on the Wizard build that I uploaded last week and said, "Hey, Endgame, do Crusader." I was already planning on doing it, but here it is anyway. So Baker, this one's from you, my friend. Uh, I'll leave a link in the description below for anybody who wants to check out his live streams. Really cool guy, plays a bunch of games. Diablo 3 is definitely one of them. Uh, give him a give him a quick view, quick like, watch his streams, whatever. Say that Endgame sent you, or the Drunk Canadian, whatever one you want to call me by. And yeah, help him out just like he's been helping me out for the past little bit. Uh, Anyways, onto the build. This is going to be another one of those. Build is going to be is one of those. It doesn't do burst damage, but it does a lot of AOE damage, and that is through Blessed Hammer, which we'll get into when we talk about the skill sets. And just before we get into that, though, again, I'm going to show you guys. I got straight up basic gear. Not even jammed. My Paragon points are all reset to 0. And just for those of you wondering about the cube again, I have absolutely nothing to benefit this build. Actually, I might switch that out for this, just so that nobody complains. Okay, here we go, onto the build itself with the skills. What you're going to be running for this build is Blessed Hammer with Limitless, Steed Charge with Endurance, Laws of Valor with Unstoppable, Condemned with Vacuum, Provoke with Too Scared to Run, Accurate's Champion with Profit, and for your passives, Heavenly Strength, Long Arm of the Law, Blunt, and Finery. I don't know why I keep calling this Refinery. Anyways, Blessed Hammer is going to be your main Wrath dump. This is going to be a resource-heavy build. As you can see there, someone's Blessed Hammer that spins around you, dealing 320% weapon damage as wholly to all enemies hit. When the hammer hits an enemy, there is a 50% chance that a new hammer will be created at the location of the enemy hit. This can only occur once per hammer. That is huge. That is actually a lot of damage when you're actually really looking at it. Because when you get going, you're not going to just see one of these hammers spinning around, which I'm going to show you right here. You're not going to just see one of those. You're going to be like over here, and then it just adds up how many of these little guys you're going to see running around. Steed Charge with Endurance. It allows you to get in and out of fights, as well as give you mobility when you start playing with this build. So it's basically there just to get from point A to point B as quickly as possible, and with as little effort as possible. Laws of Valor with Unstoppable Force. Basically, as it says down there, it's straightforward. Empower the law, granting you and your allies 15% increased attack speed, reducing the wrath cost of all your skills by 50% for 5 seconds, and the passive, granting you 8% increased attack speed. That is basically, okay, my hammers, I'm going to be able to cast my hammers up faster at a reduced cost, which is great, especially since all of your damage is being focused around the hammers themselves. Next, Condemned with Vacuum. I know it says right there the weapon damage is holy, but it's actually, you're mostly using this as a form of pull. So you'd be going into groups, pulling this, throwing out your hammers, and then just watching things melt. Provoke with Too Scared to Run. You can see right there. It taunts enemies for 4 seconds, as well as reduce their attack speed by 50% and movement speed by 80%. That just basically means they're going to be attacking you less, allowing you to survive longer, as well as reduce their movement speed so that they don't do something like run away as quickly outside your hammers. There are some of those monsters that will run, and you will see them. Mostly the spawners, whatever they're called. Next, Akarat's Champion. Explode with the power of your order, increasing your damage by 30% and increasing your rash generation by 5 for 20 seconds. Gain 150 additional ammo while Akarat's Champion is active. This is one of your last-ditch skills. Even though it says right there it increases your damage a lot, you want to basically use this almost when you're dead, because of that secondary effect from the Ruin, the Prophet Ruin. The first time you take fatal damage while Akarat's Champion is active, you will be returned to full health. That's huge, because if you know that someone is going to hit you with a great big attack, and you're low on health, and your potion is on cooldown, pop this, take all that damage, and just get restored right back to full health. It is huge. This is your get out of jail free card, as well as your main cooldowns. Now, I'm running Heavenly Strike because, and this is the only reason why, I am running a two-hander. If you guys do not have a strong two-hander, or you're running with a really good one-handed legendary, then by all means run Fervor. Self-explanatory right there, gives you increased attack speed, increased cooldown reduction. But in this case, since I'm running with the two-hander, I am running with Heavenly Strike. Long Arm of Law increases your Laws of Valor's duration, which is huge, especially when we talk about the cost reduction and the increased attack speed. Blunt, self-explanatory, increases Blessed Hammer's damage by 20%. This is already going to be doing a lot of damage in an AoE standpoint. So once you get all those hammers going, this is going to just melt thanks to Blunt. Finery, self-explanatory right there, gain 1.5% strength for every gem socked into your gear. Most gear when you get into this, like mine's not even optimal, you'll mostly, when you actually get this optimized, you'll see 1 in the helm, 3 in the chest, 2 in the pants, weapon, your shield, your rings, and your amulet. So that's 1, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So your luck... What is that mathematically? Sorry, I'm not really good at doing math in my head when it comes to percentage basis, but that adds up quite a bit. Straight up to your strength, which right now our strength is pretty damn low because I have nothing in it. But once you start throwing whatever gems in there, doesn't matter if it's diamonds or diamonds for the resist or rubies for the strength, the damage, it's going to add up. So now let's go to our favorite place and see this build in action. Act 1, Halls of Agony. Let's see this build. Let's see this build in action for you guys. You can see what I mean by mobility-wise. You can see right there what I mean by the hammers just coming out of nowhere. Like, yeah, the hammers themselves don't do a lot of damage. You can see right there, they're not doing like a shit ton of damage, but they're doing enough. You can see right there, I'm keeping my cooldowns running. I haven't even touched my Akarat's Champion yet, because I didn't need it. Resist to get to point A. Here we go, we got another straggler group. Oop, we got chest. Probably not going to do it. Sorry, not going to be able to beat it. But once we clear up the ads here, Let's see what we get for... Oh. Oh, you can see this is where they get really... Oh, and right there you see that we actually made it, so might as well take all the goodies. You can see how this is going to actually pump out a lot of damage, in the fact that it's not direct damage, but it's all AoE based. And you can see how crazy all these hammers could just fly around and do that much damage. So, yeah, you can see there everything's just melting, and all I'm doing is throwing like a boomerang hammer. And we got two guys trying to follow me. Just noticed that now. So yeah, let's go back home and let's see what we can do. Gems, Paragon points, and gear-wise to make this build better. Now, there is an endgame build variant for this build using one of the legendary sets. I'm just going to switch up here for a second because mainly I'm not... Crusaders is not one of my classes that I truly play. So let me find it here. What is the set called that we need? The set is called, the set piece bonus for this set is called Seekers of the Light, which clearly I don't have any pieces of. Even if I show you my thing here, I don't have any pieces of the Seekers of Light. I just got a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, basically 2-set bonus. Every use of Blessed Hammer that hits an enemy reduces the cooldown of Falling Sword and provoked by 1 second. So you basically you're constantly provoking. With your hammer at the 2-set, 4-set, you take 50% less damage for 8 seconds after landing with Fallen Sword. So you'll be incorporating Falling Sword in there probably somehow. And the 6-set is increase the damage of Blessed Hammer by 1,250% and Falling Sword by 500%. That is huge. If you have this set and you're running this build, you're basically set. Other items that would be great, if you can make the Hellfire Rings and Amulet, go for it. Those are always great items to grab. Reaper's Wraps for bracers, that's always a great one to have as well. That's all that comes to mind for the gems. I would definitely say things like Ban the Trap, Stricken, and the Esoteric Alteration, just to make it so you can do more damage, take more hits, and be as tanky as possible, as well as being as damaging as possible for the legendary gems setup if you decide to use them for the beginning part of this build. For your main gems though, you're always go with the diamond for your helm to get the cooldown reduction. For your weapon, emerald, increased damage. For everything else though, your shield, your chest plate, and your pants, you can go either one of two ways. You can be as tanky as possible and go with the diamond and get that resist all, or you can push the strength and deal more damage with the ruby. For the Kyanus cube, your best bet would be if you have a furnace. This build would pop really well. Or a Jace's Hammer of Vigilance. Just scroll it over there. Reaper's Wraps, if you want to run that in there. Boots of Disintegrate can work well in there as well. For your ring, for the beginner, since you're not going to be running sets, you can either run with the Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac or Unity, if you have the Unity and the follower legendary that makes it so they cannot die. You run with that and reduce the amount of damage. You can also run with the Rogar's Huge Stone. As well, you can basically run to any of these rings. Bolcathel's Right Wing would work nice. Convention of Elements works great. If you're afraid of arcane damage, Countess Julia's Camo. But if you are picking up sets, and you're picking up the sets, the Seeker set for this build, run with the Royal Ring of Grandeur until you get the full 6-piece. That way it's easier to get the full 6-piece bonus, and you only have 5 pieces. Yep. That is it for this build. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And someone's Skyping me, which I'm going to kick their ass later. Probably Captain Year about something stupid. Also, another guy I'm going to give a shout out to, Captain Year. He's always had my back since day one. I'll leave a link in the description below for him as well. With Bakers, you can check both of them out. Give them a lot of love and support, guys. They've really helped me out in the end. If you like this video, please hit that like button. Subscribe for more videos coming in the future. There's going to be a lot more of these Diablos. Don't think that since all the classes have been done that were done yet. No. There are still some things that you guys have yet to see from me that you're going to love. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Later!